Friends, family, countrymen, lend me your ears. This is Tim with America the Battlefield, coming at you with another episode of my Tireside chats. Just a stream of consciousness from my truck as I go about my day. Why am I wearing this today? I wear this green suit in honor of St. Patrick. Who was he? Let's find out. St. Patrick was one of Ireland's most beloved patron saints. He wrote his prayer of divine protection in 433 AD. He brought Christianity to Ireland and successfully converted the Irish king Leori, I think that's how it's pronounced, and his subjects. His prayer of protection, which he inscribed upon his breastplate, signifying armor worn in battle, was also known as the lorica of St. Patrick. What's a lorica? A lorica was a Roman and Latin term which I believe meant body armor. If I'm wrong, you can correct me in the comments. His prayer was also known as the lorica or body armor of St. Patrick. It has also been called the cry of the deer. When the Apostle Paul referred to putting on the armor of God in his letter to the Ephesians and their church at Ephesus, I believe that was Ephesians chapter 6. Correct me if I'm wrong. In order to fight sin and rebuke evil, Paul may have been considering prayers just like the one written by St. Patrick, who was sainted by the Roman Church, I do believe. Yes. Yeah, so I'm going to read this for you because it really inspires me. And I know there are a lot of you out there that need some motivation and some prayer and protection in your lives because you're coming under attack by various forces in the physical and spiritual realms. Your family and friends may be under attack because this paradigm shift of consciousness is dividing friends and family against each other and separating the wheat from the chaff, and people are going their own way and choosing to distance themselves from people they think are toxic or dangerous. So I want to read this. I hope it inspires you. Written by St. Patrick. I arise today through a mighty strength, the invocation of the Trinity, through belief in the Threeness, through confession of the oneness of the Creator of creation. I arise today through the strength of Christ's birth with his baptism, through the strength of his crucifixion with his burial, through the strength of his resurrection with his ascension, through the strength of his descent for the judgment of doom. I arise today through the strength of the love of cherubim and the obedience of angels, in the service of archangels, in the hope of resurrection, in the hope of resurrection to meet with reward, in the prayers of patriarchs, in the predictions of prophets, in the preaching of apostles, in the faith of confessors, in the innocence of holy virgins, and the deeds of righteous men. I arise today through the strength of heaven, the light of the sun, the radiance of the moon, the splendor of fire, the speed of lightning, the swiftness of wind, the depth of the sea, the stability of the earth, the firmness of rock. I arise today through God's strength to pilot me, God's might to uphold me, God's wisdom to guide me, God's eye to look before me, God's ear to hear me, God's work to speak for me, God's hand to guard me, and God's host to save me and shield to protect me from snares of devils, from temptation of vices, from everyone who shall wish me ill, afar and near. I summon today all these powers between me and those evils. against every cruel and merciless power that may oppose my body and soul, against incantations of false prophets, against black laws of pagandom, against black laws of pagandom, against false laws of heretics, against craft of idolatry, against spells of witches and smiths and wizards, against every knowledge that corrupts man's body and soul. Christ, to shield me today against poison, against burning, against drowning, against wounding, so that there may come to me an abundance of reward. Christ with me, Christ before me, Christ behind me, Christ in me, Christ beneath me, Christ above me, Christ on my right and Christ on my left, Christ when I lie down, Christ when I sit down, Christ when I arise, Christ in the heart of every man and woman who thinks of me, Christ in the mouth of everyone who speaks of me, Christ in every eye that sees me, Christ in every ear that hears me. I arise today through a mighty strength, the invocation of the Trinity, through belief in the Threeness, through confession of the oneness of the Creator of creation. That's what St. Patrick's Day is all about. It's not leprechauns or pots of gold at the end of a rainbow. The true pot of gold is the Christ Spirit in you. Jesus said, "Know ye not that ye are the temple of God, and the temple dwells in you?" I hope you can put on that breastplate, the armor of God. I hope it protects you and guides you. Protects your family, your children, your friends. Christ be with you all. And I bring this message to you on the day before St. Patrick's Day. Forgive me for getting a little emotional, but it means a lot to me. I hope it inspires you. Be good to each other. Love each other. Bless each other. Some of us are all we got. Love you all, and I'll talk to you soon.